Hey Wanderers, and welcome back to the Wandering Gamer Network Plays Spooderman. I'm Zach.
And I'm Mandy.
And we are in Rikers.
Woo!
This is the part where I
right.
felt like the game jumped the shark a little bit.
Oh yeah?
Just because like we went to Rikers, you know, like the prison break just seemed a little much.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. I'm trying to remember how it like came about.
It just happened.
Oh, okay, well that's why I jumped the shark.
Right, where it's like, you captured the bad guy. Well, now there's a prison break.
Well, I guess they needed a new story beat for you to be, you know, continuing.
Right, I guess.
Well, is it, is it connected to the main storyline at all?
It is.
Okay.
It is. You'll find out like why it's happening in a minute, but
Gotcha.
it still does feel a little bit like, well, do we need this? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not bad. It just felt a little excessive when I first played it.
Yeah, I get you.
Gotta remember how to play this game. It's been a bit.
Ah.
That's the problem, is this game uses circle to dodge, and Assassin's Creed uses square to dodge.
Oh,
and
so
it is a mess, as you saw last night, me just getting murdered.
Yeah, so you're on two different types of gameplays right now.
Yep, it is the worst.
Oh no.
That doesn't sound good.
Catastrophic event.
Whoa!
Oh, hi, Rhino.
Oh, what's up?
He looks scary in this game, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I will say, like, they did a good job of making dorky villains look not dorky.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely a testament to the game.
Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I put away in the
Oh shoot.
This is too good to be true.
Right? Like, even Scorpion, who has an inherently, like, goofy costume, looks pretty intimidating, you know?
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. It's like I started saying, I think it's a testament to how good the game is. That like the character designs are as good as they are.
Right, like Scorpion and Rhino feel like a threat and not just like a joke.
Not really.
Yeah.
Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the
Well, and I
roof.
think,
What's going on in the rest
like,
of
I
the
think generally comic movies and video games have been doing a good job of that. Like, I'm trying to think of the last time. Okay, well, I guess. Alright, I guess, like. The Marvel villains, some of them were kind of like pointless, but generally their designs were pretty good.
Right, none of them felt goofy necessarily.
I would say the only one that felt goofy was, I can't remember if it was Iron Man 1 or 2. Was it Jeff Bridges in like...
Obadiah.
Yeah, but I think that's more because it's Jeff Bridges in an Iron Man suit.
Right. Well, that's more of the problem the earlier Iron Man, or the earlier Marvel stuff was, is like, I'm you, but bigger.
Yeah.
Like that. And,
Oh yeah, because that happened in Hulk too, didn't it?
and it happened in Ant-Man, and it happened in...
Right.
Um,
Well, it's interesting, right? Because it's
it
like,
kind of happened in Thor, because like it's just like, I'm a god, just trickier.
yeah, that's very interesting though, that like
I thought this was a
that is kind of what ends up happening because of you know, you have a superhero, what are they gonna fight? Something with the same type of powers, because
Yeah.
how do you fight another Superman?
Yeah. It just like, but there's like so many other. Well, that's why I like Vulture was, or not Vulture, Homecoming with Vulture, and Far From Home with Mysterio were good.
Yeah.
Because they like were nothing like, they were power like this. Spider-Man has powers to take care of them, obviously,
Yeah.
as shown in both movies and soon to show in this game, since I have to fight Vulture.
Yeah.
But case in point.
Oh, hello.
long time no see. We're going to have so much fun.
Oh, he's like Bane.
Yeah, because I think he's got an air mask so he can breathe.
No, that makes sense. No, what I find so funny about it is like the Batman villains are so goofy that like Lego Batman makes fun of them, like extensively.
Right, well, that's the thing with like Lego Batman, they're not as much of characters of Batman as, you know.
Well, I was actually watching this thing where this guy was talking about how he thinks Lego Batman is one of the best characterizations of Batman. And I mean, it's definitely Batman. It's not like his villains. But like the whole point of Lego Batman is how Batman and Bruce Wayne, like, obviously it's like hyped up, but like it's focused on him and how he views things versus like really going into any of his villains.
Yeah.
Which I love that movie. Like, it's definitely one of my favorite.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. But yeah, I just think it's so funny that that's like such a thing, is making fun of the Batman villains. And Spider-Man's villains kind of feel the same way.
Oh, they definitely are.
Yeah, but like, it's so nice to see them not feeling that way.
Yeah. Like, the only one that feels a little goofy is Shocker, and that's more just because the character feels flamboyantly ridiculous, not because Shocker feels ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or not Shocker, Electro.
Oh, yeah, I get
They're
it.
different, which is confusing.
Yeah, but I got what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
The one right here.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Well, also, like, a guy named Mr. Negative
Yeah.
is a villain in this, and he doesn't seem ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh. Spider-Man!
Dead. Not to kill him. Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want
I always forget how strong Spider-Man is.
Spider-Man, I think, is one of the strongest heroes in the Marvel. Well, that's hard to say, because, like, everyone's always getting ridiculously stronger.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man is, like, ridiculously strong.
Well, like, I don't think I really realized it until, what's it called?
Oof. The curb stomping.
Dang, right? I don't think I really realized it until, Spider-Man Homecoming, when, he, like, was lifting up that bridge.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he is supposed to be very strong.
Or, like, look at Doc Ock, who is a middle-aged, balding professor-looking guy.
Yeah.
And he still looks intimidating, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And you'll get a better view of him in a second, I think.
Stay out of our way.
Yeah, no, he does look intimidating.
Right, for being, like, friendly old professor dude.
It's impressive.
Each of you has a job to do. Your debts will be repaid when we're done. Go!
That's really cool.
Yeah. Sorry, character design in
do
this
it.
game was great.
Oh yeah, no, it looks awesome.
Lucky I landed on a barrel.
You're right. No, well, it's interesting because like my introduction to Spider-Man was Sam Raimi. So like, once again, there's another video where they make fun of like how people who watch the Sam Raimi like don't realize that Spider-Man like makes the webs. It's not, you know, like coming out of his
Right,
body.
it's not a power, it's something, it's science,
Yeah,
not
that's
superpower.
definitely what I thought it was. I thought it was like something that his body produced. And then I saw Homecoming and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He makes these? He's like Iron Man? Like, no.
Yeah, he usually makes them in like everything except the Sam Raimi movie.
Which is so funny to me.
Well, because Peter Parker is like super smart.
Yeah.
These years.
Well, and that's the thing is like I think the Sam Raimi ones are like fun, campy.
It's over.
Yeah,
Norman.
it's kind of like the original X-Men movies, except more campy, from what I've heard. I haven't ever seen them, actually.
Yeah, I've seen the first one. But I've seen the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man. I haven't seen X-Men at all. But yeah, I find it very funny because I just didn't know a lot until I didn't really understand what Spider-Man actually did, because like he's supposed to be really smart, but what's his face who plays him in the Sam Raimi movies just like, I don't know, he never
Toby.
he never seemed smart. He just seemed like a kid who kind of lucked into it,
Yeah.
like more so than Peter Parker usually does.
Yeah, and that's like one of his things is like he's lucky, you know, like Spider-Man's like, you know, like that like indomitable luck kind of thing.
Oh my gosh, we've been playing like minute to minute and we're just at 24 hours later.
Well, no, we just jumped 24 hours.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
I mean, we had another time. Oh no, Aunt May.
No.
Fine. Can you pass those out for me?
Aunt May.
She's got devil's breath.
The citywide quarantine is being heavily enforced by Sable International, who
Oh, what's up,
maintains high
MJ?
security over all transit
Took me a
points.
second to remember that's what you
Throughout
look
the
like.
city, police and Sable agents continue to battle with Rikers and Raft escapees. Meanwhile, Mayor Osborne has gone on record blaming Spider-Man for the prison break and citywide sickness, and branding.
But that's also why like Spider-Man does like the finger thing that they're showing there.
Yeah.
It's because he's hitting like a pad.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, are they saying that they're saying that Spider-Man? did it?
Osborn is blaming Spider-Man.
Of course he is.
Well, Osborn's a jerk,
Yeah.
you know.
Gosh, I really can't like think of Osborn though without just imagining Willem Dafoe. Like, or no, yeah,
I think it was him.
yeah, because he was a Green Goblin. Yeah, Willem Dafoe is just him in that role is just so funny. I just enjoy it so much.
It's kind of like is it G.K. Simmons? C.K. Simmons? As
Gene Simmons?
no,
Oh,
as
no.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, yeah, okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Yeah, no, he's really good too.
Yeah.
But they're bringing him back, right?
I haven't heard.
Well, because he was in the end scene.
He was in the end scene. I don't know if they're doing more with him.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well, but it seems like if they're gonna be having a Jameson,
I need to get back to work.
it seems
Yeah.
like he'll be back,
Yeah,
which is awesome.
I'm excited for what, you know,
Thanks for taking
No
care of
Place
me.
Like Home or whatever they're gonna use home in.
Oh
Is
yeah.
it gonna be? I'm hoping we get more than just one more Spider-Man, honestly.
I am too. I would love to keep seeing Tom Holland right now because he's
Feels like the end of the world.
really fun.
Well, also, like, we're setting a precedent with having Thor 4.
That is true.
So, like, maybe they'll start doing more.
I think what it'll be is what can Sony and Disney agree on.
Yeah.
Although I do really appreciate. Did you?
I have 15 skill points. Oh my goodness, we need to take a break real quick.
Okay. Oh, go do all
Uh,
that stuff. What I will say is I think that like I don't know if you heard the story, but the reason we're getting a Spider-Man 3 is because Tom Holland was getting like he wants to play Spider-Man and continue doing it in the universe. So he like asked someone for Bob Iger's number. And he was just like or like I don't remember if if he got the number or if he ended up talking to him like in person. But basically Tom Holland went to bat for all the fans and was like, "Hey, like we want to see this happen." And Bob Iger was like, yeah, we do too. Okay, we'll back down. Like, thank you. Don't just try to, like, I know you gotta satisfy your stockholders, but for goodness sakes,
What else you
like,
got?
at some point, just
Yeah.
making good movies is good too.
yeah, you already own everything. You don't have to, like, you know.
Right? I'm actually I love Disney. I'm kind of shocked that
You mean
they
torture?
haven't been like
Don't
not
worry, I'm on it.
claimed to be a
This is our city,
conglomerate, but
Yuri.
I'm surprised the
It's time we
government
take
hasn't
it
had to
back.
step in and be like, hey, you can't
You
buy up things as much anymore. Like you're becoming too powerful.
Do your best to stabilize the city.
They have so much money though that they can provide acute influence at key points though, you know.
I'm sure.
Where am I going?
Oh, did you see? This happened like 4 hours ago. Bob
answer is
Iger
probably
stepped
no.
down.
I did not.
Yeah, Bob Iger has officially stepped down. Chapek, I think is his name. Chapek. It's another Bob. Is like taking over effective immediately.
That's weird that he's just stepping down, so
Well, especially because he was supposed to stay on until 2021. So like, and he's still gonna be like an executive board member, but it's like all of the Disney groups I'm in are freaking out about it, of course, which is kind of funny, but also weird.
Yeah, I don't know. People get weird when it comes to Disney.
Yes, they do.
Like, don't get me wrong, I like Disney, but it's also like it's a company, and by Bob Iger stepping down isn't going to like really affect my enjoyment of it.
Yeah.
Because
It's
you
so
know,
fun. People are. It's so funny though, because like, what kills me is how polarized certain things are. Because like I just pulled up stuff, and people are like talking about how like this is the best news that I've heard all day and all this stuff, and I'm just like. What I don't understand, because and don't get me wrong, I get that like low cast member pay is a huge reason why people would not be happy with him, because like you know, people up top get super rich and people down at the bottom, you know, barely see their kids and are working crazy overtime, and it's not a good company to work for if you're on the lower tier.
right? And
Which is unfortunately a lot of people because there's tons and tons of theme park workers. But at the same time, like I don't. It's the same reason that I don't understand people's complete hate for Eisner.
yeah,
Like they did a lot of good for the company. Yeah, there were some missteps, but everybody's gonna have missteps. Walt had missteps. Like, for goodness sakes. Not, like, Walt Disney himself is a very, you know, cool man to look up to and admire. But, like, he made business... Like, there's a reason he needed his brother to help with the business.
yeah, he was kind of terrible at finances.
Yeah, and, like, instead... Like, at least when, like, Walt and Roy were working together, they had, like, the creative side and the business side. Like, there was a partnership. But ever since it's been just, like, the one person, I mean, yeah, you can get mad about it, but, like, it's the one person at the top making decisions. You gotta give them the good, too, you know? Like, I think the fact that Bob Iger, you know, he was in charge of all the Marvel stuff, he brought in Star Wars. The theme parks generally have had, like, quite the facelift.
They needed it.
Yeah.
Well, because like New Fantasyland was him, Star Wars Land.
Yep.
Toy Story Land, which
Yep.
is mediocre for being honest.
It is mediocre. I wish there were more rides, or like at least one more.
You can tell it was to hold people over for Star Wars Land.
Yeah. I do like the Slinky Dog coaster.
No, it's fun. That's fun, and like the
It was-
alien stuff isn't bad.
I thought the alien stuff, it was more fun than I thought it was going to be.
I enjoy it, but it's also I'm heading the wrong direction. I suppose.
I feel like they,
Oh no, I'm not. Okay.
I feel like
yeah.
with Star Wars, they knew exactly what they wanted to do. So like in park entertainment, like the walk around people are great. Toy Story doesn't really have that, and so like.
Well, it's hard because like all of them are like
Got eyes on.
head
Fill me
or
in.
like cost, you know, not
Well,
face
yeah.
characters.
But well, my point is like it feels like they were throwing like they had it down to that for what's it called, for Star Wars Land, and they didn't have that for Toy Story. They were just like, here's a land,
Yeah.
enjoy,
Pandora Land was also him,
which is a questionable decision, but whatever.
I will say Flights of Passage is really cool if you don't look at the terrible like things they're saying about how it's okay to like tourize Native Americans
Right.
or indigenous peoples'
Hope she isn't sick.
sacred rights
help you
because
then get to
we're
Harlem.
trading with them.
Yeah.
But technologically, it's a really cool ride.
Well, and I will say that the disappointing thing about Pandora for me is that the River Journey ride, supposedly, now I don't know how true this is, but supposedly that ride was supposed to be longer, And basically what we have right now is like the intro to it's like if you did Pirates of the Caribbean, but instead of getting to the pirates, you just saw the skeletons in the beginning.
Yeah, but the skeletons in the beginning, at least in Disneyland, are really cool.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is like the animatronic in Rivers is really cool.
So are they gonna extend that then eventually?
I don't know. I hope they do. I don't know if that's the plan or if that was just the original and then budget cuts made them like ignore it. Like, I have no idea. I had just heard that the original was supposed to go longer because it is a super short ride, like really crazy short.
Yeah, I really wanted to ride it, and then I regretted sitting in line for an hour and a half for that.
Oh yeah, no. The
and like I know everyone
animatronic's cool, but it's not hour and a half wait cool.
And like people told me like not to wait for it.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, well, I'm here.
Man, I did not miss dealing with Electro's elaborate supervillain antics while he was in the raft. Trapping the police with a network of energy transformers? Who does that?
But yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, ooh, hello.
But like that said, I think that things like Flight of Passage are really cool. I think that the Mickey Railroad that's coming out next month so far looks like it's gonna be really cool. I do find it very interesting that he stepped down, considering either this year or next, or maybe it's 2 years. I don't remember. But the 50th is coming up.
Maybe that's why.
Ooh, maybe that is why.
His 50th is going to be in 2021, so maybe he was just like, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, especially if you're planning on retiring, and it's like, well, if the board's like, can I leave? And the board just says, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Where it's like, I don't want to be in charge of running the 50th for Disney World.
Yeah. But my point is, like, I don't understand why Iger and Eisner get so much hate, because, like, the way that they've expanded the brand is really great, and I know that they're, like, original theme park and animation and all that purists, but it's like, things move, things keep moving.
How do I get this guy again?
I am not sure. But yeah, it was very interesting today to see all of the, like,
Oh gosh.
good riddance, and I'm like, but why?
Oh my goodness, I am.
Although I do think them doing all the remakes was not the best decision.
Well, because they haven't added anything to them.
Yeah, but I mean, it still made them money.
I dodged like 4 times. Anyway, we'll pick this up next time on the Wandering Game Network Plays Spider-Man. Until next time, everybody, keep wandering.
Bye!
Hey Wanderers, and thanks for listening to the Wandering Gamer Network Plays Spider-Man. We hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to hear more content from the Wandering Gamer Network, check out the link in the description below. We have several actual play podcasts, including City of Mist, our homebrew space adventure Outlaws Wanted, and many more. Until next time, keep wandering.